Right now at noon, we're tracking the severe weather potential into tomorrow. The first warned weather team with the latest on Radar 3000. Plus, former President Trump and Vice President Harris prepare for several rallies across the country when Harris plans to name a running mate. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on a Wednesday. I'm Josh Spreiter. Southern Wisconsin has more chances for storms ahead. This as temperatures stay above average along with high humidity. Our first warned weather team has been tracking the changing conditions all week. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka is on the weather patio with your certified most accurate forecast. Super humid once again, Kelly.
Yeah, it's going to be another soupy day just like what we had yesterday. And eventually we have a better chance of seeing some storms roll in. Kind of have a better handle on this now. It looks like it won't be until after midnight in Madison, but we do have the potential of seeing some of these isolated storms roll out of Iowa and southeastern Minnesota. Some of those could become severe as we go through later tonight. This may linger into early tomorrow morning, but mostly over the overnight period. All right, we have one cluster of storms down to our south. We're on the northern fringe of it. We had some of the clouds associated with it this morning, but those have been moving on out. What we're watching is that cluster over North Dakota. That's going to likely continue to fire up more storms as we go through this afternoon, but really not reaching us until tomorrow morning. So some of those clouds that we had this morning, even a few showers there in Grant, Lafayette counties, has now moved on out. Now, the better chance of more widespread severe weather is likely out west into parts of Iowa. That's where they have the enhanced risk of severe weather. That slight risk of severe weather does extend into parts of Grant County. And then we're under marginal risk of severe weather. The area is shaded in green. Right now, we do have just a few hazy conditions out there. Dew points are up there again in the lower 70s, so you're feeling the humidity. Feels like 93 already. The heat index in Madison, 91, currently in Middleton. So temperatures right now, these are the actual numbers. 87 already in Madison, 86 in Middleton. Count on that heat and humidity with us. Temperatures in the upper 80s getting close to 90. Light winds not giving us much relief either. We'll track those storms. We'll time it out for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, we'll see you then. Thank you. Remember, you can stay in the know on the go with the First Warned Weather app. It has hourly forecast, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your app store. Just search WISC Weather. Continuing coverage on the suspect accused of shooting at law enforcement in Baraboo last Tuesday. Police say Jeffrey Miller is now dead after a standoff. Last Tuesday, a Sauk Prairie officer attempted a traffic stop. Miller fled, engaging police in a car chase and fired shots, injuring one deputy. Friday, he barricaded himself in a home in Amherst, causing a standoff. Police cut the power and attempted to remove Miller from the home. DCI says Miller shot at responding law enforcement from the attic. That's after they gave verbal commands telling him to exit. Our CBS affiliate in Wausau reports law enforcement entered the home and found Miller dead with a firearm near his body. No law enforcement shot at Miller in the course of the incident. DCI says preliminary results indicate Miller took his own life. Vice President Kamala Harris is said to be close to naming a running mate. Both she and former President Trump have rallies scheduled for the next few days in battleground states, including Pennsylvania. Here's Natalie Brand.
Hip-hop star Megan Thee Stallion revved up the crowd for Vice President Kamala Harris at a rally in Georgia Tuesday night that drew 10,000.
A younger person finally at the table, bringing energy, bringing excitement, bringing joy back into politics makes a huge difference.
Next week, Harris plans to be back in the battleground state with her new running mate, a name expected to be announced by Monday. Their first rally together is scheduled in Pennsylvania.
The vice president has a very deeply personal decision to make right now. I trust she will make that decision on her own terms when she is ready.
Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro is on the short list, along with Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg.
This is a big crowd.
Pennsylvania is a top prize for both campaigns, and former President Donald Trump will be back there tonight for the first time since the assassination attempt earlier this month. But first, he addresses black journalists in Chicago as part of an appeal to black voters.
Black people are losing jobs. They were doing so much better under Trump. People are coming in and undercutting them and taking their jobs.
Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, campaigning in Nevada Tuesday, focused his attacks on immigration policy.
Kamala Harris's vision is open American borders and closed American factories.
Vance will rally in Arizona tonight before touring the southern border Thursday. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Harris is also rallying with black voters as she speaks at the convention for the Sigma Gamma Rho sorority in Houston tonight. Looking ahead, the vice president will visit western Wisconsin next week. CBS News is learning Harris intends to name her running mate by Monday. Whoever joins her on the ticket will be part of the campaign's nationwide tour next week, which includes the visit to Wisconsin. Meanwhile, former President Trump and Senator Vance are rallying voters in swing states. They are focusing on attacking Vice President Harris over her handling of the U.S.-Mexico border. Well, just like the Republican National Convention, News 3 Now will be in Chicago for the DNC August 19th through the 22nd. We'll have live coverage all week long, both on air and online. The supreme leader of Iran is vowing revenge against Israel today. This after Hamas's top political leader was killed in an airstrike in Tehran. It comes on the heels of another major assassination, a top Hezbollah commander in Lebanon. Ismail Haniyeh was one of the chief negotiators in the talks to get a ceasefire in Gaza and release the hostages. During a visit to Singapore, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the U.S. was not aware of or involved in the killing.
Don't think war is inevitable. I maintain that. I think there's always room and opportunities for diplomacy.
The Hezbollah commander targeted in Tuesday's strike was also wanted in the U.S. for playing a key role in the 1983 bombing in Beirut that killed 241 U.S. military personnel. Well, still ahead for us on a Wednesday afternoon, the Biden administration takes on a commercial freight company over Amtrak delays. Plus, federal regulators expanding the recall of Boar's Head deli meats.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
Nobody wants to put a new roof over their head. It's too expensive. And if they can extend the life of that roof and get 5 more years or 10 more years, it's a no-brainer.
What RoofMax does is it helps people in that they don't have to spend that $15,000, $20,000 on a new roof. They can spend pennies on the dollar.
The RoofMax product was a small percentage of cost of replacing a roof.
This is a great financial decision for us as a community.
It's their classic rock that brings audiences to their feet. It's Blue Oyster Cult, performing live Saturday, August 31st at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster. Over 5 decades of music, thrilling fans everywhere. It's Blue Oyster Cult, August 31st at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Federal regulators have expanded the recall of Boar's Head deli meats over concerns of a link to a deadly listeria outbreak. Another 3,500 tons of meat and poultry products have been recalled, with sell-by dates ranging from July 29th to October 17th. More than 30 people have been sickened in the outbreak. 2 have died. Consumers who have the recalled products are urged to throw them out or return them to the place of purchase and should thoroughly clean their refrigerators to prevent possible cross-contamination. The Biden administration is taking on a commercial freight company over Amtrak delays. The Department of Justice has filed a lawsuit alleging that Norfolk Southern Railroad violated federal law that requires Amtrak trains get priority on the tracks. The passenger train service uses rails that are owned by the company. Norfolk Southern told the Associated Press that it is committed to following the law and hopes to resolve the concerns. And Krispy Kreme has a sweet deal and new Go USA donuts to celebrate Team USA at the Olympics. Today, customers can enjoy any donut for just $1 while supplies last. Tomorrow, Krispy Kreme Rewards members can also get a dozen original glazed for just $1. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
At the noon hour, here's your stock report. We're in the green on a Wednesday. The Dow up 281 points, NASDAQ up 409, and the S&P 500 up 87. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Remember, you can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. We have today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, how the Badgers are being represented in the Olympics.
Have a look at Kanta. She's revving her engine here, looking to go.
And it comes exactly that way.
What's up? You need some windows?
Hum. Oh, you need windows. Yes, you do.
Hey folks, you call the experts? Increase your curb appeal and save big this summer with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 5 years. And we'll get it done Feldco fast. Free installation ends Wednesday. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
If you've been seriously injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully represented people injured in truck accidents for more than 35 years. We know what it takes to get the results you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses. And now they're yours, son.
Why can't I just get my own?
No, these have at least a few hundred years left in them.
I think the kid needs his own. Get 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day.
Yeah, I want my own.
Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
We went to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison last night.
I don't really get how the jackpots work.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison actually has had multiple million-dollar winners.
There are linked progressive slot machines at the same casino where local players increase the jackpot amount.
And a standalone progressive jackpot increases when a player plays on an individual machine that isn't linked to any other machine. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. More ways to win. Find your perfect jackpot.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
The all-new Tempur-Pedic Adapt mattresses are here at Steinhafels. Expertly engineered with the most advanced pressure-relieving material to make aches and pains a thing of the past. Get the new Tempur-Adapt for only $52 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. Plus, you'll get $300 in Steinhafels cash. There's nothing like a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhafels. Start sleeping better tonight. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
I grew up in Arena, Wisconsin. I have lived and breathed weather here my entire life. The gold star in my life as of age 4 was to be a TV meteorologist in the community that I grew up in, which is southern Wisconsin. The most important part of my job is to make sure that our public, our community is safe, and also to educate the public on weather. We're the certified most accurate team in town for forecasting, so that forecast has to be ready when you walk in the door. Always first, always accurate.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Bianchi from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn this week. Here are your farm numbers. Simone Biles and the U.S. women's gymnastics team win gold, adding to an already impressive medal count for Team USA. CBS's Jamie Yukas is there. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. First floor meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. Kelly?
Yeah, baking out here on the patio. Another soupy afternoon on tap with the heat index well into the 90s. As temperatures, actual temperature is very close to 90 a little bit later on today. All right, we are quiet for now. We did have some clouds this morning. That was with a cluster of storms. Actually did skim parts of southwestern Wisconsin, and all of that is down to our south. What we're watching is a front up to the northwest up there in North Dakota. That's going to continue to fire up showers and storms. It looks like for us, we'll get that opportunity for some rain well after dark, more likely after midnight for most of us here in southern Wisconsin. So a lot of this is going to come through the overnight. And it looks like the main threat of severe weather, more widespread severe weather, is going to be out west across Iowa, where they have an enhanced risk of severe weather. That slight risk of severe weather does edge into parts of Grant County, Madison, and most of southern Wisconsin in this marginal risk of severe weather. That's today. But some of these storms, even into tomorrow, do have the potential of producing some large hail and damaging winds. We've got isolated severe storms later on tonight. I think we'll all see a cluster of rain move through the overnight period. I think the better chance of seeing these severe weather will be a little bit closer to the Mississippi River as some of these storms roll out of Iowa and Minnesota. This will be overnight tonight. So mainly, while most of us are sleeping, I think the main threat is going to be some strong winds with these, but you can't rule out maybe some heavy rain. I don't expect widespread flooding problems, but maybe even some hail, and can't rule out an isolated tornado. Heat index today in the 90s. That stormy conditions will develop mainly after midnight in Madison, a little bit sooner as you get closer to the Mississippi River. And still some scattered shower and thunderstorm activity going into tomorrow as an upper level low rolls on through. So if you have any plans this afternoon, yeah, it's hot, yeah, it's humid, but it looks like it'll be dry. It really won't be until well after dark, mainly after midnight in Madison. I think that's our best opportunity. 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe 5, 6 o'clock before the first cluster of storms rolls through, but we still have chances of showers and storms even into the afternoon. Should start to wind down by Friday morning. Those will be scattered. All right, we got the humidity out here, that's for sure. The dew point temperatures have been in the 70s. They'll likely remain in the 70s tomorrow, but should start to come down just a little bit as we go into the weekend. Right now, we'll look at sunshine today, hazy sunshine as temperatures continue to climb. Now, this evening, we're watching that cluster of storms roll out of southeastern Minnesota, eastern Iowa, rolling across the Mississippi River Valley. The Madison area, we're talking about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Heavy weather moving through. This will probably wake you up. Probably a lot of lightning with this and heavy downpours. Starts to fizzle as it moves to the east of Madison toward Juneau and Watertown, but some showers still possible in the morning hours. But I think we'll get a bit of a break, but as the afternoon wears on, more scattered thunderstorms start to pop up as this upper level low, some cool air aloft, swings through, and that'll bring us some scattered activity tomorrow afternoon and probably not quite as warm as today. As far as rainfall amounts, we're looking at some locations picking up maybe 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch of rain with some of these storms rolling on through. 87 in Madison, it's 84 in Janesville. So Madison, one of the warmer spots, and across Dane County, we're all sitting in the mid-80s, low to mid-80s at this hour, and likely to get very close to 90 today. Tomorrow will not be as warm. We'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Lesser chances Friday morning, and then as we get into the weekend, warm and still humid, but it looks like it'll be dry before more storms return early next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Well, later tonight, the final Concerts on the Square performance will take place at the Capitol. This season's grand finale is Rhapsody in Blue with John Novacek on the piano. We'll have live coverage from Capitol Square in our newscast this afternoon and early evening. The show starts at 7. Remember, you can start saving those spots at 3 this afternoon. Come say hello to our team as we close out the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra's last concert of the 2024 summer. Now let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
The taste of a long-baked favorite without turning on the oven. If you think that sounds good, just wait until you see what it is.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You know you love it. You know you want it. And there's only one place like it, where you can get it. Seafood like no other. Mad Seafood Boiler. Order online for delivery or dine in today.
Get an 11% rebate on everything. Dakota is the solution for better storage. And with Dakota, there's so many ways to store your items with ease. This Dakota Cube Organizer is $29.98 after rebate. Add style to your room with Mohawk Vinyl Plank. It's waterproof, easy to install, and has a durable wear layer. Home Expressions Vinyl Plank is $199 per square foot after rebate at Menards, America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swabs Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
This is America's border czar, and she's failed us. Under Harris, over 10 million illegally here. 250,000 Americans dead from fentanyl. Brutal migrant crimes. And ISIS now here.
Do you have any plans to visit the border? You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
Kamala Harris, failed, weak, dangerously liberal.
You know you love it. You know you want it. And there's only one place like it, where you can get it. Seafood like no other. Mad Seafood Boiler. Order online for delivery or dine in today.
Now that we're in the dog days of summer, the last thing we want to do is turn on our oven, right? Well, of course, right. But on the other hand, it can get pretty boring eating salads all summer long. The answer? How about making a fill-you-up comfort food favorite that's made in your slow cooker? We start by sauteing Italian sausage along with a chopped onion and some garlic. While that finishes up, we mix together some ricotta cheese with a couple of beaten eggs, a good amount of shredded mozzarella, some Parmesan cheese, and some oregano. Then, after lining the bottom of our slow cooker with some spaghetti sauce, we add in half of the cooked sausage, half of the ricotta mixture, and half a pound of uncooked ziti that we rinsed in cold water. That allows us to throw it in without cooking it first. After layering everything one more time, we finish it off with more sauce and cheese. Then we simply turn on the slow cooker and walk away. When it's done, what we end up with is a slow-cooked, comforting favorite. There's no heating up the kitchen and no need to rush home to make dinner. It's ready to serve whenever your gang is ready to dig in. To get the recipe for our slow-cooked baked ziti, all you have to do is check out our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a slow-cooked summer way for you to say, "Ooh, it's so good.
Here's Kelly with a final look at your first warn weather.
Yeah, typical last day of July type weather with the hazy sunshine we have. The humidity's up there. Temperatures are going to be up there as well, getting close to 90. The heat index well into the 90s today. So try to stay cool. It will be dry this afternoon. Hazy sunshine expected, temperatures in the upper 80s. Later tonight, mainly toward midnight, we'll see some storms roll toward the Mississippi River there, Prairie du Chien, Boscobel, Platteville area. Storms reaching the Madison area about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. May produce a lot of lightning, so you might wake up to some of these storms as they roll on through. Should be out of here about 7, 8 o'clock, or at least most of it should be out of here before more storms start to fire up again tomorrow afternoon as we have an upper level low moving overhead. That'll fire up some storms, may linger into Friday morning. Right now, the weekend does look dry, still very warm. Still humid, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, and we will have some chances of storms, it looks like, by early next week, and noticing those temperatures tail off a little bit. Overnight lows not quite as muggy. We'll be in the 60s this weekend, into the low 60s by next week, and you notice those temperatures fall from the low 80s by Tuesday and Wednesday, and even the upper 70s. So more chance of rain going into next week. So been a wet July, and it looks like we'll see some more wet weather as we start the month of August.
Wow, 70s is going to feel chilly after all this.
Yeah, especially with this humidity we've had. Obviously, it's feeling like the 90s today. It won't feel like that next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. And thanks for joining us. Stay sky aware. We'll be back with the latest Alert Day forecast at 4, 5, and 6.